Damier Azur lovers rejoice. We are getting the new collection of Damier Azur bags for 2026 very soon. I talked about this collection in last week's video. I gave a preview and the release date was April 26th. Since then, the release has been drastically moved up. The official launch is now a week earlier on April 17th, and if you have a client advisor, you can already pre-order this collection with your client advisor. Pre-orders opened on Monday, March 23rd. So I'm going to go through all the bags, small leather goods, and travel pieces coming in this collection. And before we dive in, I'm going to do a quick comparison to the last Damier Azur collection with braided handles, Spring in the City from 2022. I have my Alma from that collection. So let's do a little comparison on how this year's collection will look different. This year, we are getting braided handles again, but they're going to look a little bit different. The braiding on this collection was in a leather, and you can see it doesn't wrap on the back side of the handle. This year's collection, the leather braiding looks a little bit different. It looks to me, and again, all I have are the photos. These bags have not hit stores yet. But from the photos, it looks like the braiding this year is a treated, shiny leather, almost like a patent leather. So it's quite different than the last collection. And the other big difference is the braiding wraps all the way around the handle. It is not removable. It is stitched onto the handle. And the bags come with 3 different colors this year. In Spring in the City, this was the only color combo we had. However, this year there will be bags with blue accents, yellow accents, as well as the classic rose ballerine. The bags coming will not all be available in each of the 3 colors, so we'll go over which bags are coming in which colors. The other main difference between this collection and the one coming this year is that this year we are going back to the classic vachetta leather. It is the very light, untreated vachetta leather. The Spring in the City, as you can see, had a treated white leather trim. I would really love to know what you all think of this year's braided handles because they are quite different. I shared some photos of these bags already over on Instagram. I have a broadcast channel there called The Luxe Lounge. So I previewed some photos already, and the responses were quite divided about this year's braided handles. Some people said it looked cheap and tacky. They really did not like the look of the handles this year. However, to that, I would say, you can always cover them up with a twilly if you love the bag, but you don't love the braiding. Other people really loved the braided handles. As you can tell, I like braided handles. I bought this bag. I'm still a little undecided on this year's collection though, just because I haven't seen it in person yet. But anyway, that is enough chit chat. Let me introduce myself really quickly for anyone new here. This is Lula West Luxe, and my channel is for anyone who enjoys luxury fashion and particularly handbags, and you also like to make smart purchasing decisions. In every video, I share advice and personal experiences that I've learned the hard way to help you make better luxury shopping decisions. If you have not already subscribed to my channel yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click that subscribe button right now. Let's move on and look at what's coming in the Damier Azur collection. Watch to the very end too, because I will also be previewing some new bags in Empreinte leather. As I said earlier, these pieces are coming in 3 different colors: rose ballerine pink, light blue, and light yellow. There's only 2 bags in rose ballerine. We'll look at those 2 first. They're both pochettes. The first one is the classic pochette accessoire. This is actually the old model of the pochette accessoire. This was discontinued a couple years ago. The new model of the pochette accessoire in regular monogram canvas has card slots in the back. It also has a zipper in the front, and it has a longer strap. So I thought it was very interesting that Louis Vuitton decided to bring back the pochette accessoire in Damier Azur in the old model. I thought that was a very interesting choice. They also brought back the old pricing. This is priced at 1,180 US dollars, which, yes, that's a lot for a pochette accessoire, but the old model pochette was discontinued a few years ago at the price of 1,290. So they're bringing it back at a lower price point. So if you are a fan of the pochette accessoire, if you don't have it in Damier Azur, this is a definite buy from this collection. I would personally go for it. Get a brand new one. Get it at the old price. You can find the pochette accessoires in Damier Azur pre-loved, but they're usually around the same price point. You can get one less expensive, but then you're looking at a lot of wear and tear on the piece. So personally, I would bite the bullet and just get this one brand new at a fantastic price. The other pochette coming in Damier Azur is the Ivy wallet on chain. This is the only one of the two pochettes that has the braiding on it. And that's the part that gives me a bit of a hesitation with recommending this piece. This strap is adjustable. However, I don't know how on earth you can adjust this with the braiding on the strap. Until I see it in person, I'm a little hesitant to recommend this, but other than that, I love this bag. You can remove the crossbody strap. It's removable if you happen to not like it. And it has this really pretty patch pocket in the back for your cards. And I really love the print on this pocket. So this is the other pochette coming in Rose Ballerine. This one is priced slightly higher at 2,160 US dollars. Before we move on to the bags coming in the blue accent color, I need to make a quick note about the pricing. The USD prices I'm sharing are confirmed prices. I don't have USD prices for everything yet, but as many as I have confirmed, I am including in this video. I'm also showing the euro pricing on screen. I got the prices for this collection in euro quite a while ago. I don't know if they've been updated, but it will at least give you a ballpark estimate of what the prices for these pieces are in euros. Just double check and confirm these prices before you order anything. There's a lot more bags coming in the blue accent color. Let's start out with my personal favorite, the Neverfull Inside Out MM. This is one of my favorite combinations that's come out in the last few years. We have Damier Azur canvas on one side. The reverse side is a beautiful light blue leather, and this does come with the updated pochette with the really pretty embossing on the outside. There's no upcharge for this Damier Azur Neverfull. It's 3,100 US dollars. I wish I was in the market for a Neverfull right now because this would be a definite buy for me. Unfortunately, I have two and I don't use them that often. So personally, I'll pass on this, but I would highly recommend the Neverfull Inside Out if you're in the market for one. The next bag coming in the light blue accent is the Alma BB. Unfortunately, I don't have an HD photo of this bag yet. I wish I could share one, but it is the classic Damier Azur canvas with the vachetta leather trim and the blue braided handles. I wish I had more to share with you about the Alma BB at this point, but unfortunately I don't. If you're interested in the bag, though, definitely reach out to your sales advisor and hopefully they can share some more details with you. There's two Speedies coming in the light blue accent, the Nano Speedy and the Speedy 30. There is an in-between size. The Speedy 20 will be coming in the yellow accent color. We'll look at that bag in just a moment. But for now, the Nano Speedy will have, again, that light blue accent on the handles. The interior lining is also matching blue as well. This Nano Speedy is priced at $2,200 US. The other option is the Speedy Soft 30. Again, I don't have any HD photos yet for this one, but it'll look kind of like the Nano, but bigger. Damier Azur canvas, the same blue braided handles, but this is what I have to share with you so far. Moving on to that Speedy 20 in yellow. There's no 25 in this collection. I've had a few people ask me. I don't know why Louis Vuitton is always refusing to make the 25 size because it's the most popular, but we are getting the Speedy 20. Again, I don't have HD photos for this one, but based on the preliminary photos I've seen, this does not have the extended zipper on the side. I'm not sure how accurate this photo is, so again, take it with a grain of salt. Hopefully they've changed the design for production. Usually the Speedy 20 does have an extended zipper on the side. Also, for the handle braiding, it looks like it may be yellow and brown. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that combination. The Speedy 20 will be priced at $2,770 US. Personally, I would skip the Nano Speedy and the Speedy 20 just because for me personally, those bags are way too small. And if the Speedy 20 doesn't have an extended zipper, for me, that's a deal breaker. Personally, my favorite out of the Speedies is the Speedy 30. That's the one I would go for. I love the oversized, slouchy look of it. And if you're looking for a big bag for the summer to go to the pool, I think that would be a really, really great choice. Finally, in yellow, we have the Boîte Chapeau PM. This is the one hard-sided piece, and this is quite special because not only does it have the yellow braiding on the handle, but this is also sequined with a clear sequin over the Damier Azur canvas. This is the only hard-sided piece and the only sequined piece in this collection. This is also priced to match at $15,100 US. Wrapping up the bags, the last one before we move on to travel and small leather goods is the Couture PM. This is the only bag that's in leather in this collection. The leather is embossed to look like the Damier Azur canvas, and this is in beige. This is the only bag that doesn't have pink, blue, or yellow. The sides and the interior of this bag are all beige, and it does come with a matching beige guitar strap. The euro price for the Couture is €4,100. If you're in the market for a Couture PM, I think this is a really great option. I love the look of this. You get that classic Damier Azur canvas print, but in leather. So this is another one of my picks from this collection. Let's take a look now at the travel pieces. There's only 3, and unfortunately, I really don't have good photos to share with you. The one piece of luggage is the Horizon 55 suitcase. I have a modeling photo here. I don't know the interior color of this piece, unfortunately. This will be priced at €2,800. The other 2 pieces are the Keepall Bandolier 45. This will have yellow braided handles, priced at €2,900. And the Poche Toilette GM, priced at €590. I don't know the interior color of that one either. Let's take a look now at these small leather goods. There are only 6 SLGs in this collection, and I'm not going to go through each one and say whether I recommend to buy or skip, because I actually recommend buying any of these. If you want any of these small leather goods and you want them in Damier Azur, personally, I think any of these are a good buy. I will put the euro pricing on screen with the approximate USD. These should be the same price as the classics in monogram canvas, just in Damier Azur. The 4 coming in rose ballerine are the cosmetic lipstick pouch, the Romy card holder, Rosalie coin purse, and Lisa wallet. They are the classic pink with Damier Azur on the outside and rose ballerine interior lining. The 2 launching in yellow are, again, the Romy card holder. That's the only one coming in both pink and yellow, and the Clemence wallet. The Clemence wallet is already available on the Louis Vuitton website with rose ballerine interior. That piece was never discontinued. So if you want the Clemence with pink, there you go. You can go online today and purchase it. Those are all the pieces coming in Damier Azur for SLGs, travel, and bags. These are part of the Mother's Day capsule. Like I said, launching on April 17th, but they're not the only pieces launching as part of the Mother's Day capsule. There will also be a small selection of bags in Empreinte leather. I'm not going to do a full preview of these bags in this video because there are no HD photos, but what I will do is I will show you the 2 colorways that these bags are launching in and which bags are coming in which color, so you can at least mentally prepare a little bit. I will either cover this full collection in another video, or if I don't have time for a full video, I will post the photos and prices once they're available in a community post. Subscribe to my channel to see my community posts. I'll probably also share them over on Instagram in my broadcast channel over there. This is called Empreinte Couture. These 2 colorways will feature the monogram print embossed into the leather with contrast stitching embroidered into the canvas. And there's 2 different colorways. One is hazelnut or noisette. The other colorway is called light bliss. There's only a few bags coming in the Light Bliss colorway. Let's start out with those. In Light Bliss, we have 3 bags, the Nano Speedy and Live Pochette, plus the Neverfull MM, which is a US exclusive. The Neverfull MM is not slated for global release. The one small leather good coming in Light Bliss is the Victorine wallet. There's a much bigger selection in Noisette or Hazelnut. The bags coming in this colorway are the Pochette Matisse, Felicie Pochette, Alma BB, all in MM, and Neverfull MM. I believe the Neverfull in Hazelnut is not a US exclusive, only the one in Light Bliss. For the small leather goods in Hazelnut, there's only, again, the Victorine wallet. Hopefully you enjoyed that little preview of the Empreinte Couture collection. Again, this is slated to launch on April 17th, but I believe you can also pre-order these with your client advisor already. If not yet, pre-orders should be opening soon. So definitely reach out to your client advisor if you're interested in any of those bags. And again, hopefully they can give you a little bit more details. Once I get those details and photos, I will be sure to pass them along to you. I would love to know if you're planning on getting anything from either of these collections or if you're going to sit it out. In the meantime, I'll leave another video up here and I'll see you in the next one.